Right, so we're going to start some of this armour on her now. And miniatures like this sometimes are very difficult to see what fits what. But I'm going to sort of go with maybe a two-colour scheme here. Obviously I want to put some gold in there. But my other colour is going to be a green. And I'm going to start this off. I'm just going to pick out the bits I want to paint, which are very much, and I'm using dark green mixed with a burnt umber, which makes quite a dark, sort of dirty sort of green. I don't want it too shiny and speckly because she's a bit of an undead character, so I want to look a bit grim. But what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to go through. There's no set plan here, but I'm going to start picking out some of these bits that I want to be green, and then we'll see where we are afterwards, and I'll decide then which bits we're going to paint in the gold. So I think yeah, I'm very much sort of feeling my way here, because at this stage I'm not really working to a plan. I'm just trying to think as I go, like which pieces do I want it to be green, and the bits I'm painting that colour, where do I want the sort of light and shadowy colour to be. So we're just plotting our way. Alright, so for the first highlight on the armour, we're going to go with dark green. So we're keeping this sort of, we're going to try and make this sort of like NMM, but I want to keep it quite dark. But this is a nice sort of brightish green. Look, we're going to have just in the eye spots. On a lot of the edges. And this is how we're going to build up to those semi-shiny spots, I would say. I don't think it's going to be like really bling shiny armour. I think it's going to look semi-metallic, hopefully, when we're finished. We've got the paint. The paint's nice and thin, so when we paint something, as you can see I'm doing here, if I feel the colour is not strong enough or opaque enough, I just go back and add more layers. And because it's quite thin, it dries pretty quick. Okay, for the next highlight, we're going to start changing the tone of this green a bit. I really want this to go a little bit more of a bluish green. So we're going to be adding sky blue to that dark green and painting some smaller highlights on this armour. You can probably hear some sizzling in the background. That's my dinner being cooked. can see we're getting much smaller now with these highlights. A little bit more careful with the placement. Right, so on to the final highlight now of this armour, and we're adding in even more of this sky blue, and we're just trying to get some very small highlight parts just to give a little bit of a shine to this armour. And a lot of this we're going to be painting just very small, almost dots. This is what it's going to make it look sort of almost metallic. It's certainly going to give that appearance of a little bit of a shine on the corners and the little sharp spots.